What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Soulfly Trades here, back with another banger. And in this video, I will just be going over basically like a large weekly recap, some thoughts, some progress that I've made. And I'll be going over today's two trades that I took, one on QQQ and one on SPY. My first trade was on QQQ. As you guys know, I usually wait the first 30 minutes after market open, so I usually try, take my first trade, if price sets up around 7 a.m. usually, because I like to see, after the first 30 minutes, what usually the direction is, or, if we're holding a level, could we reject it, yada, yada, yada. But let's go ahead and get into this. Oh, yeah. And for the sticklers, for those people that be like, wait a minute, he has a different shirt on in his thumbnail, but he has that. Yeah, I took my picture for my thumbnail earlier. I had some stuff to take care of my other business. And it's now later on, took in the shower, changed. So, yeah. So I just got around to making the video. So whether you guys are watching this today or Saturday, tomorrow, it's all good. But yeah, let's get into this here. So, I just want to start off by saying this has been a wonderful week. I've been following, my rules this week of only trading one contract, um, focusing on my entries, my risk to reward, all that good stuff, my mentality, all that good stuff, controlling my emotions, you traders know how it is. Long story short, around 7 a.m. I noticed that previously we were just holding this 409.66 area, and we could not exactly hold that break above that I would like to see in order to consider longs. Um, so basically what I seen around this around 7 a.m. honestly, I seen us rejecting. If I'm correct, I got in around, I'd say 705, 710. Once I seen us just keep holding this level. I was in slight drawdown, barely anything, honestly, but we couldn't hold this level. And I was really waiting on these candle closes. The candles, the bodies of the candles kept basically closing right on it or below it. So I knew that, sellers were in this area. So, it's about a one-to-one risk to reward on this one. It's risking No, it's about 1 to 2. I was risking about $15, made 30 on this play right here. Just taking it from these highs. My take profit was 106. I got in around like 73. Take profit was 106. Strike price, which is around down here. Once we broke below, um, sold in profits for around 30 bucks. Which you guys can see here. Those I think I had 409 puts, maybe. And that was the only trade on QQQ. My trade that I had on SPY, let's go to SPY here, was call options. The only area that I had on SPY to take any play in was this demand zone that I had here, that I marked out the night before. As you can see, we were just kind of bouncing off of it. So basically, long story short, we dipped below, which was around the time when when my position took profit on QQQ, and I seen us reclaim increasing volume with buyers here. So I decided to follow my plan and take a stab here at call options here. I wanted to aim for the recent highs, but I noticed that we were um since we had held this, let's say this 475 area, I was somewhat, what's the right word? I wanted to be somewhat cautious on trying to take it to the recent highs, since we were just hovering, trying to break it multiple times, and we just failed it. So I wasn't that confident that we could break above VWAP and hold it and retest these highs. But on this candlestick right here, once we broke above, when this candlestick was green on that break above, I was in profits. And it was just price literally just sitting there. It was just kind of like sitting there, and I was just weighing on my options, and I just decided to take profits. Although my stop would have been below this, it would have got ticked out eventually. So I'm glad I did take profits. Instead of trying to being a dick for a tick. I didn't want to be a dick for a tick. Um, But yeah, I made about I only had one contract. I was aiming for 475 contracts. Um, made around, what was it, 14 bucks? They made around 14 bucks on that one. So in total, I made $44 today, which is pretty good because my right now only trade one contract. You know, on a normal day, I'm averaging anywhere between $40 to $50 minimum, and then on a really good day, about $100, which is really good because the contracts I'm not even spending much. I'm spending anywhere between 30 to, just giving average numbers, anywhere between 40 to $100 per contract, with around a $15 to $30 stop loss on average, depending on what area of entries I got in. Um, yeah, this week was super good. It's been a super good green week. And one thing that you guys just need to realize is that when you first starting out trading, especially if you're a beginning trader, you need to build a cushion. And that's one thing I had to, I was struggling with. Every time I would have a green week and then another, half a green week, I'm like, yeah, shoot, I'm ready to scale up. Like, shit, I know what, let's do it. You feel me? And then get smacked when my account, it's not even getting smacked. It's just that my account wasn't ready to eat, the stop losses that I would have on there, because right now I'm risking between $15 to $30 on a stop loss. Say for instance, I have 5 contracts, and if I'm risking $30 on 5 contracts, that's a 5, 10, that's $150. Is it? No, that's $115, I think, if my math is correct. Yeah, it's $115. And I'm not trying to take $100 loss all that in one trade. You know what I mean? Like, especially when you're trading with a small account. Till I get my account to around, let's say, 5,000 trading small, that's when I can scale up to at least 5 contracts. But once I get my account, what is it, to 2,500, then I'll go up to 3 contracts because I put $800 in for my little small account. What was it, last week? Yeah, last week. And so far I've made over half of the percent, made like 60% of the account since last week, which is awesome. I hit my goal, my trading goal for this week too. Um, but this week is just super good. Everybody was eating. Me and my boy Rob, we eating. What is this? 12/20. Yeah, see, was this the 13th, which was somewhat last week. Made $123. The end of last week. The beginning of this week, I didn't screenshot my wins that I took because I was busy with my other business. I just be busy. But anyway, this was on Wednesday. What was this? Let's look at this. It's made 6.52% of my account. Took a $29 loss on Apple. Let's look at that again. Took a $29 loss on Apple. $12 win on QQQ, and a $91 win on SPA. So that's what I'm saying. So it does around like $74 I made. That's what I mean. Like, all this is just trading one contract, just one. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's possible to make bread with one contract. Like, it really is. You know, as long as you plan out your moves, follow your strategies, and plus you'll see that your strategy works because you'll have less stress on yourself, because it's only one contract, and you'll be more inclined to follow your rules because you want to maximize your wins and your entries to get the best possible stop loss, so you can get in the least possible drawdown if it does draw down. But yeah, that was Wednesday. Although I feel like I paper handed, I could have made like an easy $500 that day, but it's cool. My boy Rob, um, he didn't post anything that day, but he made, I think, 100 that day. And yesterday, my boy ate yesterday. You feel me? $123 longing. He was done by 6:40. Market open at 6:30. This is the power of trading, you know. And yesterday, how much did I make? I made $128 yesterday. On SPY, I did plan for a level, so I did take one extra contract on SPY, but my risk to reward was so, let me see if I can actually find this area. My risk to reward was so freaking awesome on that SPY trade that long story short, my area to take shorts was this 471 area, and we kept just spiking up. You know, my initial short that I did take, I think on SPY was initial short that I took on SPY. Trying to make sure that I think I woke up late that day. Indeed, I did think I did. But yeah, so long story short, I got in shorts around this area. Price target was 470. I bought 2 contracts simply because I like really planned for this the night before. Like I used my Fibonacci retracements from that big move we had during FOMC because I knew, that big move changed the daily to, a little bit bearish. So I had a feeling that whatever those levels the fibs would give would hold up since we had that huge move, and they really held up pretty nice. Although it's not picture perfect, but it did it held up pretty nice. So I took those shorts there at this 471 area. My price target was 470. I trimmed my first position right when we broke below 470. And my second position, which I'm glad I trimmed, was at 469, simply because I wanted to take price to prior day close, which was down here at 468. But, you know, I wasn't trying to catch a home run. And I knew that we could see some buyers since we're kind of, yeah, I knew we could see some buyers at this level. And in fact, we did. And I'm glad I sold, because if I was trying to hit that daggone home run, being a dick for a tick, trying to hit this prior day close, then I would have gotten stopped out in a winning trade, a trade that was a winner. So sometimes you have to have some discretion, and be like, okay, price doesn't look like it wants to reach my level. Let me just take my profits instead of letting the position go negative against you. But yeah, that was yesterday. Um, yesterday, yeah, it was kind of a roller coaster at the same time because I was waiting so long for price to just melt. Like I was waiting so long for price to break, and it finally broke, and it was just like weight off your shoulders. But yeah, my boy made a bag today. He made another $100 today. Sure. It's been another green week, and I love it. Like I said, my link for the Discord is in my channel description. It's free to join right now. I'm always in there, giving out what I'm looking for the week, things like that. See, look. Oh yeah. Speaking of that, those plays that I took on Wednesday to make that money, I called it out here. Those rejects around that 471.65 area, and look what we did. I want you guys to see that. This 471.65, this is the exact area that I was talking about. Fuck. I mean, this exact area. I just want you to see, I want you guys to see this. How do I zoom in? Let's open in browser. I want you guys to see that. It's 471.65 was the same area. Same area, 471. Well, it's not exactly 65, 2 cents off, but that's because I redrew my fibs in, but the same area. And I called that out. Said it. On SPY, I'd like to take rejects around 471.25 to that 471.66. Fib retracement I have set up. My first price target is 469.71, which we hit. even though I did adjust it the next day and it was 470 simply because I didn't know if we would just be trapped in this zone. So I did take profit on my first contract right there once we broke below and contract started moving, just covering my butt cheeks, if you know what I mean. But if we still have bearish momentum, ideally I like to take price back to prior day close. And we had some momentum, but it failed and we didn't take it to prior day close. But I still played out my strategy. But other than that, that's about it for the weekly recap. I will be dropping another video for Saturday. I'm sorry. I will be dropping another video for Sunday. I mean, for the weekly watch list and things I'll be looking for. You guys can copy my levels because my levels usually always play out. It's just about how you trade, like the levels play out. It's just about how you execute the levels. Other than that, I appreciate everybody for tuning in, and I'm hoping in the future I can get more videos out to you guys. I've just been super busy with life and transitioning and things of that nature. You guys should know how it is. But I appreciate everybody for tuning in, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.